This could come in handy. Let's keep it. Welcome back, crew. We are back with Law again today. I know I just did him on the last video, but we're doing him again because this is such a strong leader. Now, I did see one of those infographics recently of how the OP14 format is looking, and by no surprise, the top three decks are the Ace and the Eam, and we also have the addition of Mihawk now, and I think Mihawk is just a stronger green option than the Zoro. So Mihawk is taking that green slot with the resting effects and all those green things that happen. Now, interestingly, there's a lot, there's like 6 more decks below that tier, which are all strong. You'll see things like the Boa in that tier. And then there's like another, 6 or so contender decks after that. Now, Law didn't make any of those lists. He's not in that at all. He's not very represented in tournaments, and I still don't get why. Through my testing, he has very strong matchups. I'm going to continue to show you some of these strong matchups. Here is a new deck list that I've got. If you do want to jump straight ahead to the games, feel free to do so. Got 2 lined up. We have firstly, what do we have first? It was Boa, and then we have the blue purple Luffy. Now, both of these, they're not at the top tier, they're one rung below. So very strong decks to show this one up against. These games were found in the rank, so I will get to the top tier lists soon enough. Don't you worry about that. Until then, we've got these 2 games, but if you haven't already, please do subscribe if you want to see more Law and more other, sim action. I try and break this down a lot, and I put a lot of effort into it. If you do like it, please drop the sub because that is greatly appreciated. In terms of the deck list, only a couple of changes here that we've made. Now, we have reduced some. We've reduced this by 1. I talked in the last video that I really don't like having little counter, and it was affecting the game a little bit. So I know 1 card isn't much, but we have done it. We've dropped this down 1. So now we have 11 rather than 12 non-counter cards. We've also made the addition of Uta. Uta is a 2k counter, and she's not a supernova, but we can play her for 2 costs, so that's pretty good. She can be played off the back of this Zoro, which, a blocker here off the back of this is really good. I've also upped my blocker count of Barto. So this Barto is really good. I wanted to reduce this one, but it's a 2k counter. I think we need the 2k counters in the deck. So we've got this Barto is a really, really solid target for a lot of things. Like we can use it for this Hawkins, they take out the Hawkins, then all of a sudden we've got a blocker on the field. Really, really good to catch him off guard. We have reduced down the Sanji by 2. We don't really have the Straw Hat targets. I mean, this is a target, but we don't need this one. Well, we've got this, kept it in there because it is a 2k, and just leaving it in there for the moment for that reason. Happy to change this. This is a flex slot, but it is a 2k, so do keep that in mind. You might need to swap it for a 2k if you're not happy with running just the 8 here. Now, we still need 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these. We've reduced the Cavendish by 2. And the reason for that is I reduced Cavendish by 2 to get more Uta. So effectively, I reduce this by 2 to get 2 Uta, and this one by 2 to get another 2 Uta. This is bumping up our overall counter count in the deck. And Cavendish, I don't think he's required early on. The way this card is played out is this card is a you can bust out a Zoro on, you know, your 10 Don turn, say you've got nothing on the field, you've been completely exhausted, you bust out a Zoro, 7 Don, you bust out a Cavendish, you've now got 2 8k attackers in that turn out of nowhere, really strong stuff. And you know, you've still got 1 Don you can throw on leader, so you can do a 6-8-8. Really strong to pull out of nowhere. And you know, if you've still got stuff on the board, which you usually do, you're doing a lot of damage that turn. So Cavendish is more of a late game card, even though it's only 2 costs, it's a late game card. So reduce that because I don't need to see it early on. Everything else is pretty much the same as the list that we've got in the last video up there. Click on the link if you haven't seen that video already, and that is the list. And let's check out how it plays in the sim. All right, we got the Boa. Let's don't like this as a 1-drop. Don't really like it as a 1-drop, but we do have this here. I'm going to mulligan. We got... This could come in handy. Let's keep it. Let's just keep it. And this could possibly replace itself anyway, so... Might be okay. We've got the turn 3 7 costs that we want. Oh, sorry, 5 costs with the 7,000 power that we want. So that's also good. Nothing really for this turn though. That is not good. Not good. Maybe we just go for a 5-5 here. Okay, they take that. Defend this one. Then this one attacks in here. We could defend it. We could defend it. I'm going to defend it. Make them attack in with the Boa here into it. Protects a life for 1. Sort of same really. They should get the rest of Don though. They're still looking at the top of the deck. Yep. No blocker. What do we find? What do we find? Nothing that I'm truly loving here. Nothing that I'm truly loving. I think we just go for another one of these. We can't go for the same one. That is a requirement. We'll just go for the Barto here. Okay, so we're on 5. We can do our thing now, which is a good thing. This is a good thing. We can attack in. I don't think I was going to say I'm not too worried by this, but at the same time, it does take it on our little guys. So by taking this, we can protect our life. If that makes any sense. This will die. They saved it. Interesting. So we didn't get to establish as many little guys as we wanted, which is unfortunate. We don't have our curve right now anyway. So actually, yeah, this isn't too bad then. We can drop this and drop this. Is 3. And then I'll just load up and swing through. They didn't. Oh, we're swinging all right. So we need some characters here. 1 rested. Maybe drop the blocker. And 2. Okay. So I might just do that then. So we'll attack into Boa. Pretty good trigger. Pretty good trigger. All right, we're good to go. Maybe get another life. They're not going to block. They did block. They don't get the effect. They don't get the effect. That is a win in my book. And just end turn there. Need to protect this, or we need to top deck something good. But 3 attacks coming at it. This is now a 6. This is already at base. 1, 2, 1. We don't have enough really. Okay. Take that. Take that. It's fine. This is what we want to see. This is good. I mean, Law would be better. May as well just do this. Law is better. Law is definitely better. We don't want to attack these ones right now. If we go here, they don't want to... Okay. Where did... Oh, they get the draw. Yes, play a character. And it's not once per turn either. That's actually pretty crazy, right? Now I'm getting the Boa thing. The Boa thing is mostly about the first effect, not the second. Okay, so let's do this. Let's can't really attach anything here. We're just going to go 7 at face. Could lose a life here. We could lose a life here. Yep. No. Don't know if that was wise. Don't know if that was wise. Can they take us this next turn? I think they can. I think they can. What do we need to go for here? We can attack into Kuma. They gain a life. If we don't, I don't like our chances, but I think we just got to go for it. We've got this up our sleeve. This is a risky move, but I think it's the right move just because of what their effect actually is. Oh, and I can gain one. Sure, why not? Forgot about that. They're taken. They got to take. Wow. Okay. They did not want to go down to 0. So we got 5 in hand, 3 here. We can do this Law effect at any time as well. 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we just take this one. Try and get them to go in for game here. We need to defend something. We need to defend something here. We'll defend this one. No, because they can still do a big swing in here. What I don't want them to go for the board here, but might be okay. We'll do this. Okay. They might establish a Kuma here. I think their Boa is a 9. So, okay. Okay. Good news is this could potentially attack in here. Have we got enough? We don't. We don't have enough here. So, resolve attack. That's going through. But we still have enough. We still have enough here. I think the 10 hits. So I'm just having a look here. We've got Roger, we've got the Zoro, and Zoro might be the better option here. The other thing that could work really strongly in our favor is if we do find our Cavendish, our 2-cost Cavendish, which has Rush. Not it. Not it. But, so some maths here. If we take this, so if we hit 7, they might not have enough here. 7 goes through. Or has to get blocked. Then we can do an 8. And then we can do a 10. Or rather, I can do 10-10. I think we just go for this. 3 into it. I think 3 should be enough. I think we should have this game here. But yeah, having 2 rush would have been better. And I was tempted to play this Luffy here. So 10 should go through, so they'll block it. We lose a life. There's the Cavendish. So we don't even need this Zoro right now. We'll use it anyway. Because we can just do this here. Swap these two. And load on. This is unblockable here. And that's game. That is Law. I don't know why Law isn't really considered in the top tier. Able to take down Boa. I mean, it can take down all the strong ones. Let's find another game. Want to try and find another strong leader that this Law I haven't shown on stream. It is such a strong leader. Okay, we have Luffy here. Not the strongest in the OP14 meta, but people regard this one a lot higher than they do the Law. So let's show them why they're wrong about that. All right, we've got a mulligan this hand. We need a mulligan it. Okay. Not a fan of this, but it's okay. It is okay. So we'll drop down 2 because we can. 1 and 2, and this sets us up for multiple attacks later. Next turn, we can go into the 4-3 here, and we can load a Don attached in here and still do an attack. Taking that, and that'll be our 3rd turn. We've got 3rd turn lined up. Doing a 7 swing 3rd turn. I mean, it's all mapped out right now. Very straightforward in planning, and yeah, I guess whatever I draw could change that, but I think this is the best we could hope for with going 2nd anyway. And, you know, we're lined up for now our 4th turn. This is crazy. We're on turn 2. We know our 4th turn already. So where are we? We are dropping this down. We need to do this first because I need the rested Don. Throwing 1 on here and attacking. And I can't use the leader swap because he is a 6,000. Otherwise, I'd be doing a swing with this one. All right, but next turn we can do that. We've got this one here. This can swing. We'll swing maybe with this, depending on what they put on the board. Might be swinging with this one. If they don't put anything 3,000 base or lower, which I don't know if they've got anything that low, unless it's a searcher that comes down now. Okay, not the searcher we wanted. Man, putting in this deck would be really good right now. That's the only thing that this deck struggles with, is the opponent can just go massive hands, and massive hands are a thing in the OP14 format. You've got, you know, all your blue decks just build hands like crazy. Ace, this can, Boa can, they can all do it. So we just need to make sure we're aggressive enough. I think the 6,000 power leaders are a little bit harder for us to control hand size because it takes extra effort to swing in an attack, and we just might not get as many swings as we saw last turn. So I will block this just because it is an easy one. And, you know, not a fan of Bato. I mean, I love him in the manga, but yeah, in this deck he is mostly just a 2k. So let's fulfill his purpose, shall we? All right. So we already said what we're going to do. We're going to drop this down. We'll have an extra Don here as well. So we can do a 7 swing. We'll do another 7 swing here. Add 2 Don on here. So we're doing 3 7 swings. Not bad. Not bad. All right. So let's start it off. We're going to do, maybe we'll do 6 7 8. Do 6 7 8 6 7. Start low, see what they have here. Sorry, what am I talking about? We can't swing with this turn. We've just got a 6 and an 8. And let's do our leader thing on this one and attach one more. Let's take one of these life, shall we? They might block, but yeah, take the life. That's it. Okay, they did get some ramp. That was a good ramp for them. That means they don't have to ramp this turn, because I'll start their next turn on 8. Let's just take some hits. Take some life. I don't know if they're going to swing with this, but, you know, if they're piling on with this anyway, let's just take it. I don't think I'd be defending it regardless. All right. Think we got off pretty good there. This is probably, I doubt this is going to be a giant. It's more likely to be, I don't know, what else could they use? It might be Thunder Buckwa or something like that. So we've got this one. This is our this turn move. This is definitely our this turn move. What do we want to replace here? I think it's just going to be this one. And we do want to replace it. So, start swinging. Neg off this one. Okay, so that's what they had there. That is what they had. This one. Maybe enough. Okay. This one. Maybe enough. And then now we'll swing with rouge here, which this one will be enough. So got them in a pretty good position here. They do get their draw, and they could do like a crazy Sanji thing or something like that. Not too concerned at this point. They can only attack into one character on board. They might take that. I don't know if they will have enough. If they do a 9, they've got a 7 attack coming in. You know, I don't think they're taking our board here. I think we're just too aggro for them. And what else? What else? Yeah, I mean, we've got enough counter anyway, so this is really their only target. So, okay, doing the Sanji thing, getting the +2. All right, so maybe they do have enough power. I think they'll keep this as a giant. So then they'll swing 8. Would they swing 8 into this? I mean, we've got another Barto. Serve your purpose, Barto. I think their safest bet is just to go into face at this point. Just, okay. Take the little guy, that's fine. Take the little guy. All right, we didn't get really what we wanted. We wanted to see a law. Law would have been ideal here. We are on 10. We can't even search for a law right now. I could just do another 8 here. We can do... I can drop this down. I mean, I can just keep pressuring at that base level here, can't I? So we can do this. Sure, let's neg off this. Just trying to take one card at a time here. And when we do this, we've got 3 left. So I could potentially swing with this one as well. I think I'll swing with this, placing 1 on. I'm going to drop this on first, though. Okay, giant came out. They're out of 2Ks. I mean, out of 1Ks here. There is a chance we've even got game right now. So we'll see if they picked up any 1Ks. We'll start here. Interesting. Interesting. Do we just go over here? I'm just trying to work out who I put it on. I can go 8, 11. That's 3 over. I think we just go for that. We'll do this. Give 1 to here. See if this is enough. Might be enough. And if not, I think we're still set up for next turn. Yep. Was enough. So they had a couple of dead cards. Just too aggressive. This is Law taking down some strong contenders. I mean, it's all rank, so I'm looking forward to finding some of the bigger guys. Need to show you this into Mihawk. Need to show you this into Aim. What else do we have at the top here? Ace. We need to show you this into Ace. This deck can take down all these strong ones. Some of the tougher matchups are the lesser play decks. The black decks, it is a little bit trickier, particularly Crocodile. That is a harder one because they can control the field and their recursion is crazy. So, you know, if that's our trickiest matchup, I think this is a pretty solid deck to bring to any tournament. Anyway, hope you enjoyed those two matches. Let me know what you think about this Law. I think I'm going to keep playing this a lot. I will play other leaders, don't you worry. But I think you will see more Law gameplay. Until next time, look after yourselves and look after your decks.